Alright, welcome back everybody. Today we are doing the 3-hole oil change and spark plugs on Annette's 2019 Street Bob, or she calls it Lilo. So, got it up on the lift, strapped down, ready to go. Just gotta jack her up and get started. So, obviously, you're gonna need some stuff. Yes, my table's a mess. I gotta clean it up still. Stop judging. So, Harley now sells these kits where comes with 5 quarts of oil and a filter and an O-ring. So, it's a nice little kit. They do have another kit with all of the fluids and filter, spark plugs. They have called a tune-up kit. Not sure how much that one is. This one, let's see. Let me look here. This kit for pretty much the oil change kit is $105. So, like I said, it includes 5 quarts of oil, O-rings, or the O-ring, the filter. So, and if you don't care about using Harley's oil, it's good. Not a bad deal. Not a terrible deal. So we got another kit which comes with the primary gasket. That's this. Here's the part number for this. It is. I'm good, so you can read it. So the gasket service kit. This is what you gotta use every 5K, but it says 1, 5, and 10K. Which you don't really need at the 5 because you don't open you're not taking off the primary or draining the primary fluid. So, and there's 2 different gaskets. You'll either have a flat paper one or an O-ring style like this, depending on if you have aftermarket or stock. So, spark plugs, grease. I just went ahead and got a thing of grease because I need a new thing because mine was dripping out of the grease gun last time I went to use it. Don't know why. And of course, transmission and primary oil. I use Belray in those because this pretty much gets rid of the hard clunk shift into first, which some people care about, some people don't. I prefer running actual transmission fluid just because I don't trust just motor oil. And yeah, if you do, you do. You don't. Cool, whatever, you know. So that's just my preference. So I'm the one doing the maintenance on the bike, so that's what we're doing. All right, so let's jack this up, get it draining, and go from there. So I'll see you guys here in a bit. All right, so we're getting started with the oil here. So that cover, I didn't get on there very well last time, so yeah. But this is your oil dipstick right here on the M8. So it almost looks like your transmission, but your transmission's actually back in there a good bit. So I'll actually take that cover off later to get to it. So yeah, go ahead and pull the dips, just pop it out like that, because it will drain faster if you do that. So don't hurt to check your oil. You should check it every once in a while, and yeah, okay. What am I gonna say? Check it every once in a while, make sure it's good. That way you don't blow up your engine or run low on oil and then blow it up, because it gets expensive real quick. So yeah, I'm just getting this set up. Oops. All right. Get set up here. Got my handy dandy oil pan, which this part broke off, so I gotta pull that plug. This is a nice oil pan. You don't have to have, you can use a regular oil pan. This is just a lot easier, and it has enough space in it to hold all of it. So that broke off at some point, I'm not sure. I gotta get something to get that off, so I'll be right back. Alright, so bring you guys down in here. Right there, where I got the light on. Okay. I'm trying, guys. Okay. That's your oil plug there on the end. And your transmission is down underneath right here on the bottom side. So we'll go ahead and get those draining. We'll do the oil first. Get the oil draining first. And then the primary drain. Ouch! Is right there. So, real simple. And then, like I said, we'll take the derby cover off. Let's get to it. Woo. And then your oil filter's up front here on most Harleys. Like my twin cam's the same way. So, let's go and get this drained. This is why I like this pan. That's some very clean transmission oil, which is a good sign. There's the plugs. Like I said, kind of gives you an idea about where they're at. And now get the primary, which they are 5/8 socket. So, ouch. The transmission and everything. I think this is 5/8 as well. Yes, it is. Woo. And they shouldn't be tight at all, I will say. So, these should not be that tight at all. Just snugged up good. And don't put Loctite on these either. You will hate yourself for life. Now this oil is probably going to be pretty clean because it should only have a couple thousand miles on it because I just replaced the belt over the winter. So yeah, it's fairly clean still. It looks dirty, but it is clean, I promise. Alright, just let these drain. Alright, so now we are on the primary side of things. And we're going to take these off. These are T25s. So very careful with these. They do strip easily. There's the washers too. So eventually we're gonna get stainless steel hardware for all this and swap it out. Yeah. For now. Yeah, of course. Alright. Tap on that. And this is the gasket that comes in that 10K kit. So, get it out there, maybe. Let me grab my pick. Yep, there's the gasket. Oop. Give me the right. That's for a twin cam. Of course. So ignore this part number. If you have an M8, this is for a twin cam. This gasket's okay, so I'm gonna reuse it. Like I said, it's not that old. So I did just replace it not that long ago. So yeah. Try to make sure you get the right parts, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, some covers, it's a flat gasket that goes over this instead of this O-ring. So, but we got a factory Harley, pretty much factory Harley one, so it's still that O-ring. All right. So now, we're gonna go ahead because the fluids are done draining. We're gonna start with the primary because it's the easiest one to do. Gonna put the plug back in. Snug it up. Ooga dooga. There's a torque spec. I don't know, but I've always just done snug on these and been okay. So if you want to do a torque spec, look it up. And then we make a nice little foam that goes in these. I don't have the one that fits in there correctly because I haven't bought the M8 one. I got the twin cam one. I just need to find it. Wait, give it that. And I'll be right back. So, found my funnel. Like I said, it kind of fits in there. Mine's too big because it's for a twin cam, and the twin cam primaries have a bigger opening if you're curious about what the difference is. So, but kind of works. I haven't bought the M8 one yet, so it takes about a quart of fluid if I remember correctly. I got 2 because couldn't remember. Plus, like I said, I won't have to buy it for mine here. A few thousand miles when I need it. So, if I don't use it. Go ahead, we grab the flashlight. You fill it up to, so it's just getting into your basket for your clutch basket. I'll kind of show you guys here a little bit later. So, if you have a light, it makes it a little bit easier to see in there. So, I'll get this in there. See how it does. Recording. I'm gonna show you guys. Looking down in there, you can kind of see the level, and I need a little bit more fluid. It looks like. It looks like it's just a tad too low still. So, be right back. There's the other fluid bottle. All right, guys. I pulled it up in the service manual. That dashed line there. Can you even see it? Okay. You can see the dashed line there. That's up where they say they want you to put the fluid up on the clutch basket. So yeah, I need to put a little bit more in there. It says it takes about, that's the amounts for the fluid. So about 36 ounces or 1.606 liters. So I'm gonna get this topped off and I'll show you. Yeah, definitely needs more. So get that topped off. And like I said, I just wanted to show you guys the picture so you can get a rough idea of what it's supposed to look like. We'll be back. Alrighty, so. Oh, that was bright. Got to about where they say to put it. You guys can kind of see where it's at. That's about where I'm guessing they want it. I end up using like 1.5 quarts of fluid. So, just to let you guys know. If you're doing this for yourself, make sure you grab 2 quarts of oil. Because you're going to use it. At least 1.5 quarts of it. So, yep. Now we'll get this primary cover, or this derby cover back on. I don't know why I don't keep wanting to say primary cover, because that's the big part here. So, go ahead and I like to start with the top bolt, just because. Voila. That's why. So, get this on. And we'll put the other plugs back in, and then we'll show you where to fill those. And then get the oil filter off, because we still haven't done that yet. And you don't really need Loctite on these. You might hate yourself later on if you do. And I would not recommend using an electric impact unless you know what you're doing with it. Just tighten those by hand. Unless, like I said, unless you've been working with these tools a long time and you know what you're doing. So, all right, let's get the other plugs in and get those filled. All right, so I got the plugs back in. We're gonna change the oil filter now. This is a oil cap that you can buy from Harley at your local dealer. I got it because I needed this cutout actually for the sense. The oil pressure sensor on a twin cam is like right here. So, yeah, that's what this cutout is for, so you can get it in there. Don't have to worry about that on the M8s. They do have a funnel you can stick under here, so it doesn't make a huge mess. I we don't care that much. We'll clean it up later. So go ahead and get this up on there. Make sure I'm loosen. And you only use this tool to take it off. Do not use it to put it on. There she goes. There's the filter. So, I'm gonna grab our new one here. Some people will pre-fill it. I don't. If I'm an issue, get a little oil on your finger. I've never had an issue not pre-filling these. If you want to, you can, but lube it up a little bit. And stick it in there. Some people make sure to clean up the surface real good. I looked in there, it looked okay, so. Go ahead and oil off my hands. You can't, now if you need to, because these are pretty slick filters, use a rag. These only need to be hand tight. You do it any tighter, you're gonna hate yourself here in 5,000 miles. You gotta do your oil change again. Okay. Hold on. Now, time to go to the other side and fill it all up. Alright, time to fill the oil and transmission. So, I'm going to fill the oil up through the dipstick hole. They give you 5 quarts of oil. I'm going to start out with at least 4. I'm going to double check the spec in the book. Now, I have this fancy dancy thing, which you can get at Walmart. Screws right onto the bottle. There's actually a funnel these come with, or you can just buy just this piece. It will screw right onto the bottles. So you can just do this. Now, because of this being 2050, it will take a minute to drain. So I'm not going to make you guys watch all of this. I'm just going to stop it, and then I'll come back when we're done. Alrighty, so now we're back. You put 4 quarts of oil in there. And for the transmission, transmission, yeah, no, the engine oil. And then you remove the side cover. There's this little plastic piece here. So the side cover sits here. There's 2 bolts. Pull them out. It's pretty much the same way you access your battery, because that's right here actually. So yeah, get all those out. Careful with these. They strip out very easily. If you can't tell, yeah, I gotta get a new one now for this. So try to hammer the Torx bit into it, but they typically take a T25. Just be very careful because they strip out easily. So make sure you use the right tools. Yeah. So now we're gonna do a transmission, which there's your fill plug right there. So I need to get the, forget what size island that might be or is. I doubt that's it. Yeah, I know it's way bigger than that. Okay, so gotta get the Allen for that. We can pull that plug out, and then using the same funnel or hose thing that I used for the oil, we will fill it up with oil, the transmission fluid. So just want to get that plug out, fill it up with the transmission fluid. I believe it takes a quart. I'll be able to look it up and I'll tell you guys when we come back. But yeah, let's see. Actually, I can tell you right now. Change transmission. The 0.8, not even a full liter, so 28 fluid ounces is what they say. So, and that is your dipstick as well, for if you ever want to check that. So, which is, let's tell you how tight that gets. 25 to 75 inch pounds. obviously is not much. So yep, we'll pull that out, I guess, get it filled up, and then we'll be back, and there'll be time for spark plugs. Woo! All right, let's get this done. All right, so I put the side cover back on. I'm trying to finish this up. Getting ready to start to do the spark plugs, which on a street bob, but the street bob tank, you do not have to remove the tank. Yes. So get those swapped out real quick, and it's a 3/8 Allen head for the transmission drain, fill and dipstick, just so that you guys know. So I'll do the spark plugs, and then yeah, if you wanted a real like crazy video about the install, there are millions of these already across YouTube. So you just type in oil change or 10K service, 5 or 10K service on a Harley Davidson M8. You'll find a bunch. So trying to get this done because it's already like 9 at night. So yeah, let's go. All right, so got 2 of the plugs in. We went ahead and pop these in since they're the easiest. Use dielectric grease, just a little dab of it on your spark plug wires. It will help you be able to get them off later on whenever you go to change them again. And it doesn't hurt to go ahead and check the wires. I'm not replacing these because they're okay. Some people would go ahead and replace them just because, but yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna do it. So, and this is one of those things you can torque, but for the most part, most people just snug them up. But yeah, down in there, new spark plugs. And here's a couple of the old ones. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not great either. So yeah, we're gonna be starting up here soon, which is the last part. So yeah, just gotta start it up, make sure there's no leaks, which is the last thing to do, and get it off the lift and put everything away. So yeah, once again, if you guys enjoyed this, you know, come hang around, do more stuff like this, more stuff riding the bikes and whatnot. So we'll see you guys on the next one, and stay safe and enjoy your adventures. Bye.